So did you know that even small amounts of alcohol can inflame your gut lining? It can alter your stomach acid levels and throw off your stress hormones, making gut conditions like leaky gut, SIBO, SIFO, or inflammatory bowel disease much worse. If you've been struggling to heal your gut but still enjoy that nightly glass of wine or a cocktail, this might be the missing link that's holding you back from healing your gut. Well, hey, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer, and in today's video, I'm breaking down exactly why alcohol is just so damaging to your gut health. I'll talk about how alcohol irritates the gut lining, how it alters the stomach pH levels, how it affects digestion, how it fuels bacterial and fungal overgrowth, how it drives inflammation, and how it even disrupts your stress hormones. If you already have a leaky gut, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIFO, or inflammatory bowel disease, these effects can be devastating. Stick with me until the very end because I'm going to share with you some steps that can help protect your gut. And if you're passionate about gut health, check out my other videos here on this channel. You'll find deep dives into SIBO, leaky gut, histamine intolerance, and so much more. Well, let's start with the most immediate effect, which is that alcohol is a gut irritant. Alcohol is a poison. When alcohol comes in direct contact with the gut lining, it irritates and inflames those delicate cells and those delicate tissues. Over time, the repeated irritation weakens the protective barrier, causing microscopic injury. For someone with a leaky gut, it's like picking at a wound that's trying to heal, and it just never closes properly. So the gut lining acts as your body's security system, right? It's supposed to let nutrients in while keeping out the toxins, while keeping out bacteria, keeping out certain food proteins. But alcohol weakens the tight junction that hold these cells together, creating gaps. That's where leaky gut comes in. With a weakened barrier, toxins and bacteria begin to slip into your bloodstream, which then go on to trigger inflammation, go on to trigger food sensitivities, and even things like joint pain and brain fog. And if you're struggling with gut issues, alcohol takes this leaky gut problem to the next level. Now, here's something most people don't think about when it comes to alcohol. Alcohol changes the pH of your stomach. Now, normally, the stomach pH is highly acidic, and that acid is critical for not only breaking down proteins and absorbing minerals like iron and calcium and magnesium, but also it's important because it kills off those harmful bacteria before they reach the intestines. Alcohol disrupts the balance, that pH, and it can reduce stomach acid in some people, leading to poor digestion, poor nutrient absorption, nutrient deficiencies, and a greater chance of bacterial overgrowth. For others, it's going to increase acid production, which irritates the stomach lining even more, contributing to acid reflux, heartburn, and even ulcers. Either way, altering the stomach pH makes it much harder for your gut to function properly. So beyond digestion, alcohol also disrupts the balance of bacteria and fungi in your gut. It kills off the beneficial bacteria that help regulate immunity and maintain the gut lining while encouraging harmful bacteria and yeast to thrive. Now, this imbalance, known as dysbiosis, shows up as bloating. It shows up as gas, like diarrhea or even constipation. If you have SIBO, alcohol becomes food for the wrong bacteria in your small intestine. They begin to ferment it, which in turn creates excessive gas and bloating and abdominal pain. And of course, the toxins that make you feel miserable. Now, if you have SIFO, small intestinal fungal overgrowth, often candida, alcohol acts like pure sugar. It feeds these fungal organisms and really helps them grow stronger. It helps them build these biofilms. And this is why so many people with SIBO or SIFO notice that their symptoms flare up dramatically after just a few drinks. So we talked about how alcohol can affect people with SIBO and SIFO, but what about people with inflammatory bowel disease? Now, for individuals with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, alcohol again is a double hit. And that's because it inflames the gut lining, it disrupts the gut microbiome, it increases pro-inflammatory chemicals, all of which go on to trigger painful flare-ups. Some research even shows that alcohol may blunt the effectiveness of IBD medications, making management even that much harder. Now, here's an area most people never consider, and that's alcohol's effect on stress hormones. Now, initially, alcohol spikes cortisol levels. That's a stress hormone. This explains why some people feel more alert or energized after the first drink or two. But with chronic alcohol consumption, the body stress response, called the HPA axis, this gets disrupted, and over time, this system becomes suppressed. The result? Fatigue, poor stress resilience, disrupted sleep, blood sugar problems, blood sugar instability. It worsened inflammation, and again, since cortisol plays an important role in regulating immune function and gut integrity, this suppression further weakens your ability to heal. So alcohol really just isn't hurting your gut directly, it's undermining many body's systems, including the hormonal system, that are supposed to help and protect and repair your body and your gut. So if we put all this together and alcohol just doesn't cause a gut problem, it creates a vicious cycle. It irritates and weakens the gut lining. It alters the stomach acid levels, the stomach pH, affects digestion. It fuels bacteria, it fuels fungal overgrowth. It disrupts the gut microbiome as a whole. It spikes and then suppresses hormones like cortisol. And the result, again, is this systemic, inflammatory, nutrient-deficient, immune system dysfunction and worsening of nearly every aspect of gut health and worsening various gut conditions. What's the takeaway here, right? If you're dealing with leaky gut, SIBO, SIFO, or inflammatory bowel disease, the best decision you can make for healing your gut and this healing journey is to avoid alcohol, at least while you're trying to focus on healing your gut. Instead, focus on nutrients that support the gut lining, things like glutamine and zinc carnosine. Restore stomach acid if it's low. This can be with like pepsin and betaine HCl. Support your gut microbiome with targeted probiotics and prebiotics if you can tolerate them. And managing stress, of course, is also important. Again, healthy ways to restore balance to that HPA axis. So to answer your question, why is alcohol so damaging to the gut? Well, because it doesn't just attack in one way. It irritates, it weakens, it imbalances, it disrupts multiple systems all at once. Well, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, subscribe it, and share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos on this channel where we explore and I get into other aspects of treatment for SIBO, leaky gut, histamine intolerance, and just natural solutions for restoring health. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.